Hello and thanks for joining me for some more of The Last Caretaker. So we are currently at the Exodus station. I do have it paused for a reason. So there's been an update in between this episode and the last episode. And when I unpause it here, you hear that ringing. There is now a telephone up here.
Dad? No, sorry. I'm sorry. If someone answers, don't. I just wanted to say I made it. That's all. I made it.
Okay. Now, also, there's something new here where I have my ammo box, so I'm going to have to move that. And do I have my flashlight on? No, it's just got glare from the table lamp. Okay, we can press E on here, and if we find some paints, we should be able to do some customization on the boat. Also, I've noticed over here, there is now a new next to the log data when you find something new. Not that we've really been going through the log data in this series. That's full of a lot of lore. I'll let you read through that yourself. But anyway, we are currently at the Exodus station. We are about to start doing it's a Cradle of Humanity, but we cannot stay. We do still have a bunch of slime in here. I intentionally left some alive to see if they do multiply, because otherwise their bio-light is otherwise a non-infinite resource. But in the last episode we took our human pods across here, and they're still sitting over there. I came back to the ship in between episodes. I did some scrapping. I was trying to wait for some of the weather to clear up a bit. And I noticed the phone ringing. So I thought we'd catch that up. So I'll just pause here for a moment. I'll see you when we get to the end of this platform. Okay. So this is where we left off last episode. We've got our 3 pods over here. Now they supposedly did do some just trying to get my top right hand corner onto a dark background so I can see my FPS. Yeah, well, I'm still having some frame issues. They did do a bit of optimization with the update. We're going to grab this this box here. This is just full of materials that can go in there. So out of our objectives up there in the top left, the first one we're going to do is get the power going. So we're going to carry this over here, and actually I'm going to drop that there for a minute. And we're going to take a quick detour up here. Now, there is some cash and stuff you can grab up here. I'm not really going to be focused on looting or dismantling. I'll do that off camera. We've got a guy hanging here. I'm just going to drop him down there and I can dismantle him later. So there is our power area. That's where we're heading. But we come up here so we can take care of that guy down there, that ball. I'm just going to put on my electro, what's it called? Mega cell. And we're going to hook that up, pop that away. Hook that up to our rifle. Let's take this guy out. And he can't really get us from up here. Couple of shots should take him out. Maybe I'll take out them angels too, because they annoy the hell out of me. That aggroed more than one of them by the looks of it. They can get us up here, but they do have a little trouble. That's one. That's two. They are getting us a little bit. But their aggro kind of turns off if you're up here. Alright, so I think we've got two more. One more shot on that guy should get him. I can get a shot on him. Maybe not. Where's the other one? I wish they would put a cancel on this, because if I let go of this trigger, even if you swap out weapons, it's going to discharge anyway. Alright, where did the fifth one go? Alright. You can see him down here. Can't see him. Still got the aggro music. Let's finish this one off. Alright. Should be one more floating around somewhere. I can hear him making his stupid noises. The aggro music's finished. No, there it is again. There he is. Come on, come out from behind there. Alright, let's bring him over. Okay, I think that's all of them. So, yeah, there is some cash here. There's also some more up there. Not going to worry about that right now. As I said, I can do that off camera. And we got shitty weather again. So, I don't know if it rains here like all the time, non-stop, but it definitely seems to be raining all the time while I'm here. Let's grab our box and continue over here. And I'll dismantle those guys off camera as well. Don't need to do that during the video. But we're going to take our box here with goodies up here. So this has just got materials in it for fixing up these things. Come on, give me that. Why can't I pick that up? Too close to the tentacle. That'll do. Alright, we'll go back and grab another box, which has got some parts in it that I've already crafted up to make some batteries. So we'll go grab that. So that is this one, and we've got a third box there with parts for solar panels. So it's a bit of a heavy one. So we'll carry this one over here. Oops. This one up here. Okay. Let's get rid of these guys. You little bugger. Alright. Do this one. Come on. Okay. And we'll do this one. All right. Don't have our flamer backpack equipped. It's better. Pop that away. All right. Open this up. We can get some health in here. A few things to loot. Don't worry about looting too much. Oops, we got some dark slime in here. Okay. We can open this one up. And I'm just going to quickly clean up some stuff in here. So, I mean, okay, this is new from the update. And that looks like we might be able to do some of the redecorating of the ship with that. Alright, so yeah, I'm not going to do a lot of dismantling, but I do want to clean out this this room. I'm going to build some batteries in here. Alright, that'll do it. Okay, so put that away. Got that. And so they've also changed graphics and the building a bit. So that's a bit of a cleaner thing. And when I place it down, I need to hit E a second time now for it to actually finish building. I'm going to pop a few of these. Pop this one in here. And see if I don't hit E again, it doesn't confirm. It's going to take a bit of getting used to. Hit E twice. I think I'll pop another one over here in this corner. That should do it, maybe. One, two. Maybe we'll put in a couple more. It won't hurt. I mean, maybe it'll hurt my FPS. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's put in one of these. Pop one of these down here. And there. It's in the way a little bit. Okay, is it not going to let me put it up here anymore? It will, but it has to be on a slight angle. Okay. That can plug in. Actually, I can plug in here. Can plug in down there. That can plug into there. Just want to jump over the edge. Pop in another extender here. Give that cable back. Pop that in there. Alright. Patch this up. So we're in range of our box of supplies, so let's pop in one of these. About there. And confirm that one before we can place another one. Let's put another one over. Yes, you will be fine. Alright, you can plug in there. You can plug in there. You can plug in there. Fix this one up. And plug that one in there. Switch these cables around a little bit. Turn that on. And let's see. Yeah, alright. That's fine. Let's run this one across here. You can come up here. Patch these. I might end up getting rid of the windmills and replacing them with solar panels. Just because they always require constant maintenance. Although it seems to be quite often pretty stormy. See, it's raining again, so that does affect the solar panel output. But I do prefer not to have to constantly repair them. Pain in the butt. Pop another solar panel in the corner here if it'll let me. That'll do. Alright. And why have we got a problem? Because we didn't grab our solar panel box. So let's run up and grab that. Put your stuff away. Alright, so our parts for our solar panels are in here. Grab that. Bit of a heavy one again. Don't need my flashlight one anymore. Turn that off. Carry this over here. Alright, now that's building. And they've changed the way the graphics work when that's building as well. So plug this in here. I'm thinking maybe I'll put another one over here, which means perhaps should be fine. Pop one in this corner. Okay. Let's offload some crap into here. And there goes some frames again. So, I mean, they have apparently done some optimization, and I mean, I am at least getting more than 30 frames most of the time. I mean, I should be getting much more than that, but still getting a few lag spikes. Alright, so from here, that is charging up that battery. Leave that alone. I'm not going to plug in the mains just yet. We'll let the battery build up a little bit of reserve first. Let's get some more solar panels happening up here. One there. Got to double tap the E key. One in each corner. And I should have enough stuff on me for one more. If I can get enough frames to do it. So we'll pop one in the middle. Maybe we don't. We need an alloy frame. We should have stuff. Enough stuff to make one of them. Let's just go add missing parts. Okay. So while that's building, we can plug these in. We can plug that one down here. Let's pop in a cable extender over here. Maybe there. Good. Okay, grab this, plunk it in there. That one can go there. This one over here. This one over here. And I need to connect this one up. So let's plug that one. Maybe we can plug it down there. That should be fine. Alright. So that is charging slowly. Let's get some stuff happening in here. So pop one of these up. I'll pop it on the ceiling up here. Goes my frames again. Put another one about halfway. Put one over here. Okay, so this can go up there. This one can come down here. That one. Hook into there. And we'll connect all these up. Alright. This one here. We'll run across to there. That one. There. One we can plug in there. I'm not going to flip the switch just yet. So we'll get these. We'll at least allow these to get a little bit of charge in them. Charging up the rocket is more important. Let's move that out of the way a little bit. We don't need our flashlight on right at the moment. Grab this cable and run it across here. We will pop that there and hook that into there. Let's put another one down here. Another one over here. And it is a thunderstorm. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you're always getting stormy weather when you're here. Because I've had nothing but stormy weather most of the time that I'm here. Alright, so let's one of these, let's see, yep, about here, pop one here, pop one at the top of the ramp. Across here, and I have been fine with it like that. I want it to come down from there. Yeah, I have had it where I've had a cable coming down from there, but it kept getting disconnected. I'm not sure if it's because it was stretched out too much. It may have been because the angels kept annoying it. But I'm going to pop another one of these over here anyway, just to make sure that it sort of stays in. So there is actually, like, you can jump down there. There's a few robots to dismantle, and there's some more octopus thingies to kill off down there. But sometimes the angels go down there too. So, alright, let's have a look. Let's plug that in there. Grab this. Hook that into there. Run this one down here. This one across to here. Grab that one and jump over. in there. Alright. See this stormy weather all the time. Let me just check my plastic. And iron is fine. Alright. So, let's now run up this way. And over here. Up here. And we do have our... Alright. Let's finish off this this ball. It's down here that we took a few pot shots at the last episode. We did hit him, but for some reason he's not shooting at me. Let's see if we can finish him off. Come on. There we go. Alright. He's going to glitch out a bit, I think. So I'm going to dismantle him. I've had him glitch through the floor before. So let's just... there we go. That'll shut him up. Alright. So... we were... Put all your shit away. Okay. So we were down here. Okay, that's where our electrical is over here. So I was just going to run across here, jump on here, jump across here, up here, and we do have a control terminal here. This is the rocket. Open up this hatch. This is the electrical port. And I'm going to pop one of these here. Plug that in there. So there are two more ports on here. There's one for methane. And there's one for oxygen. Let's grab this and jump down. Oops, you fall in there. So if you do... quite enough cable on me. If you do fall down there, the only way out that I've found is into the water. That'll do. I was trying to get in here. Let's see if we can do that. No, it's just going to bungee us because I didn't bring enough cables with me. There we go. That'll do, and you can see automatic or straight away. That is now flowing into, if I get the top left, into a dark background so that you can read that, we can see that that is starting to fill up the rocket. So yep. Alright, so I think we'll let that fill up before we turn the mains on. I don't think we need the mains just yet. What I might do now, let's run around this other side. That's the side that we were at before we shot the ball. Who's around here? Might just give me some of the juice. Put that away. Oh, I don't have any cables. Alright. We've got cables, I think, in the boxes over here. So let's go grab a cable or two. Or 20. cables in here for me. 50, that'll do. Right, all that crap. Go in there. Guess those doesn't matter. And we want to go. Where is it? This platform over this side, I think. No, that's the first one. Alright, this one here. So there's a ladder you can drop down here. Do that. Or there's also stairs over there. So let's take care of these guys. Okay, so down here there is some water pumps you can fix up. There is also up here a saboteur reactor and an oxygen tank and a methane tank. I'm not going to worry about the saboteur reactor. We have one of those on our ship, and you can check out the I'll have a link in the description for the full playlist. You can check out the episode where we make methane and oxygen. That does show you how I set up my... Jeez, it's annoying. Get too close. So we set up a saboteur reactor on the ship. I will fix these later though. We'll use those, but not going to worry about that. And that is what the water pumps are for. We don't really need those, so I'm not going to worry about them. Let me see. Now over here, so in the last episode, we that is the... I'm just not... If you stand in the middle, there's an enemy under here, and he can get you. Okay, so that's where our ship's parked over there, and this is the big sort of conveyor elevator platform thingy that brings you across, and we stopped it about halfway and tried to shoot that ball from over there, and there was a robot and he was sitting right here, and we shot him accidentally and he got yeeted way out into the ocean. Let's see. We'll go take care of him next. I was gonna grab a quick charge from that battery that's laying around here somewhere. Where was that? These oxygen. There's one. Grab that and plug it in. Okay. Alright, so back over... Where are we? This way. So down here. Pop a light on. We continue down the stairs here. Let's just pop that cable away. We'll pop this on. I don't think I've got much charge left in it. Little, yeah, not really. All right. That's fine. I'm going to dismantle this stuff just to clear the pathway. Like I said, trying not to do too much of just looting and dismantling during the video. Don't really need to watch that. So I'm going to clear this stuff out of here. I'll see you in a second when I've done that. Alright, so I've cut through all of this stuff. So we're going to continue up here. And sure my flamer is not going to reach. Take care of him. Should burst in a minute. There we go. Okay. Let me see. Alright. So we don't need that anymore. Alright. Pick up some of this junk here. Bunch more cash here. So I'm going to be going back to the ship in a minute. Alright. So over here we can flick this and that's going to drop a ladder down. And there's a platform down there. And you can see some stuff over there. So I'm not going to hit the jump button. We're just going to sort of run. And we should land straight down there. Pick up the book. A few little batteries. There's a couple of bits to dismantle if you want. I'll hop back on here. I'm going to climb back up. And so that takes us all the way down to a platform down by the ocean. We're going to bring the boat around to there. So I am going to run back around to the boat. I still hear an enemy. There's a little secret area in there too. You can pull that crate off and grab some stuff out of there too. Wanted to. But I'm going to head back to the boat. So looking at our tank, it is night time, so it's only going on the 2 wind turbines. But we are about just under a third of the way with filling that up. Yeah, we do have another battery over there. That's fine. And here's our guys waiting. But we're going to head back over to the boat, so I'll see you when we get back to the boat. Okay, so we're back at the boat. I've dropped off some stuff. I've recharged my backpacks. We're going to unhook our power there. What was already had become detached. We're going to put that away and lift up the anchor. Oops. And we are going to cruise around to the platform where we just dropped the ladder down to. And in the last episode, before we docked up there, we did do a bit of a circle around the whole place and clear out all the mines. So we are just going to cruise up that little platform right there. And I'm going to ease off the throttle because quite often I end up cruising straight past it. It's a tiny little platform. Alright. drop the anchor about there. And as I always say, I do not trust these moorings, but I do use them to at least get us to come in snug to the dock. And is that hooked on our battery line or what's going on there? Give me that cable. No, not that one. Come on, plug in. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm actually going to pull the anchor up. So that it's not conflicting with the mooring. And now that we are snug against the dock, I'll drop it down. And that should keep us relatively in place. A lot of the times these moorings do come undone. Apparently they have improved that. But here is the ladder that we just dropped down. So I'm going to clean up this platform. And in the next episode, we will we'll hook up our gas, our methane, and our oxygen. So we have got a full tank of methane here. We've got a full tank of oxygen there. We've also got 2 more tanks down here. So we've got a full tank of methane there, and a full tank of oxygen there. So we are just going to use that rather than create it on the station. But we'll do that next episode. So that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.